Talk of agricultural industry, Rwanda is a practical example. The coffee they produce here is not the end product. They send it outside. I'm not saying that 100%, but major percent of what is produced here of coffee commodities are exported out there and re-imported back to Rwanda again. So we have to change the base of our economy from commodity to product. And you look at our industry, what do we produce? What are the things that we are producing? Textiles industries, automobile company industries, so many economic industries are there redundant, not being productive. And you could be motivated that you want to go to Europe, you want to go to America because the economy is developed. But why is the economy developed? You will be surprised if I tell you that Africans, they made the Europes and the Americans who they are. Because we sell our cheap labor to them. They use our minds, they use our brains. We have a young Nigerian who drew a very excellent car, and it's one of the best-selling cars, and they still hold him there, while Nigeria will need him. And he still works with his brain. Rwanda is not using his brain, but since in Germany is using his brain. So this is our problem. Unless we think Africa is our continent, and we have to come together to salvage it. And I personally, as another common example, why Africans are not developing. My country spent huge amounts of money, £60,000 only as the tuition fee to study in UK, which is huge amount of money, enough to sponsor young people in entrepreneurship. So why do you have to go to Europe to study? And going there to study, and 40% of a GDP and the kind of income of UK comes from education. And those comes from Africans. Africans who pay huge amount of money to go to UK to study. And when you talk, even the travels we go, for tourism, for pleasure, it's a proud for an African to say, I went to London, and you didn't know that you paid for British air tickets, and you're contributing to the economy. You are taking African money and investing it there. The visa we pay. All these are examples why we are developing others, we are not developing ourselves. And one of the ways forward, and there's one thing is that we don't patronize our products. If this suit is made in Rwanda, people will not buy it. But if you open it and say made in Switzerland, everybody will go to Russia. So that's how our young entrepreneurs, especially the young ladies in fashion design, these are the challenges we are facing. And we have to be mindful of our opportunities and potentials we have. It's not late for us. The earlier we realize this, the better. We have the energy resources, we have the agriculture, we have resources, and we have the human labor. And coming back to the real question I was asked, what are we doing as the Commonwealth Youth Council, one of the largest and biggest youth organizations in the world, with more than 1.2 billion young people? We represent the Commonwealth Youth Council. And one of our mandates is to help young people to realize their potentials and be advocate for these young people and be there as their representative, to represent their voices, support them to fulfill their potentials. And what we are doing is to help youth organizations and student organizations like yours to also help you, support you financially and any kind, to see that you empower, you educate and make awareness among young people to be patriotic and also young entrepreneurs. I think this is our generational challenge. How do we be entrepreneurs? How do we be independent? Thank you.
Thank you for this answer. You raised a couple of points that are quite interesting, but I would just like to introduce first of all our fourth guest.